Episode 1. The Beginning of Paradise, Part 4. That night, after sorting out his belongings, Sho made a fire under the starlight as Derd and her friends had taught him and had dinner alone by the light of the lamp with a main dish of rice, miso soup with clams, simmered vegetables brought by Tommy, and dried fish. It's still a little lonely when you're alone. A meal on a sandy beach with a spectacular view should be very tasty, but it was somewhat tasteless. It was very different from when he had eaten with Derd and the girls at lunch. The light from the fire was also somewhat sad. Putting the bowl of rice aside, Sho lay down and looked up at the night sky. Wow, the sky is so bright. It's so different from the mainland. The star-filled sky was so beautiful that it almost sucked him in, and he never got tired of looking at it. If I could see such a starry sky, I would be happy to come to this island, he thought. Wow, bugs. Hey, go away, go away. An insect flew from the jungle and landed on his stomach, and Sho hurriedly swatted it away with his hand. The bug quickly flew away, but it was still in the wilderness. There are a lot of insects. The only house is a small tent. It squalls, I can't play games, I can't listen to music, and all my comics are soaked. How long do I have to live like this? It was far from the elegant life he had expected. At first, Sho was able to enjoy the camping atmosphere, but when he thought about it alone and calmly, he realized that he would have to continue living like this until his parents came and built a house. This was a great stress and hardship for Sho, a modern child who had lived a culture-free life on the mainland until now. He felt a strong desire to go home right now if he could. There's no point in dwelling on it. I'm going to bed today anyway. I'm already tired from this morning. With that last soliloquy, Sho put out the fire and the light of the lamp and went inside the tent to sleep. The quiet sound of the waves immediately lulled Sho into a comfortable sleep. Sho fell asleep and a few hours passed. Perhaps because he went to bed early, Sho woke up in the tent. When he went outside, it was still dark and apparently there was still a lot of time left until morning. What time is it, Just then, Sho noticed a heavy zwun sound coming from far away. It sounded like an explosion, and he wondered if there had been an accident at the construction site. Oh, that's right, Minamata-san told me about that. There's dangerous construction going on, so I should stay away from it, right? Sho obeyed the lesson, but then his body trembled. There's no bathroom here, right? Okay, since I'm here, I think I'll try the ocean from that high place over there. No one's going to see it anyway. With the innocence of a child who has come up with a devious plan, Sho headed for the small cliff near the tent. After arriving safely at the cliff top, Sho looked down at the sea, which was a little scary in the darkness, but the surface of the water reflecting the stars was very beautiful. Sho was mesmerized by this beauty and tried to do his business, but Then he noticed that there was a person ahead of him on the cliff. The person's face was obscured by the darkness, but just then the moonlight from the thin clouds illuminated the person. Sho was startled. What? Derd. Yes, it was Derd. But her appearance was different from the daytime. Her clothes were tattered, and she was half naked, and she was smiling at Sho as if inviting him to go to the beach. Derd, right? What are you doing here at this time of night? And you look so. He called out to her, but she didn't respond. Derd's grin seemed somewhat creepy, and Sho stopped in his tracks. He had a bad feeling about this. Then, Derd thrusted at Sho, which she had hidden behind her back. What? Sho was scared and stiffened his body. What Derd was pointing at, it was a silvery muzzle. It was the first time he had ever seen a real gun. Derd. Derd silently smiled a cruel smile at Sho, who couldn't keep up with his understanding, and easily pulled the trigger. And that's when Sho braced himself. When Sho prepared himself, a number of streaks of light flashed from behind him, and the rays of light passed through Sho's side and attacked Derd. Then, a mysterious substance appeared around Derd as if trying to protect her, a kind of humanoid energy body, caught the ray, but it couldn't prevent it Or perhaps it couldn't block the ray from hitting Durd's right arm, which was holding the gun, and cruelly blew it off from the base. Ugh. Aha. Durd wobbled and twisted on her feet, leaving behind a high-pitched scream as she fell off the cliff into the sea. Durd? Dired. Sho ran to the edge of the cliff, but Durd's body had already disappeared into the dark sea. Then another light, a humanoid energy body similar to Durd's, came from the sky, and a girl on it let out a small oops. What? Oh, Aaliyah. What Sho saw was Aaliyah, a girl who looked a little cocky. She clicked her tongue lightly and took a glance at Sho, who noticed her, but did nothing in particular and flew off somewhere. What's this? Sho mumbled as he sat back down. At that time, he felt a slight discomfort in his neck. It felt like something was pressed against it. What? His body would not listen to him. Sho, lying prone, moved his neck slightly and looked behind him with his sideways eyes. Someone was standing there. However, he couldn't see their face. Only the sound of the waves carried Sho's consciousness away into the depths of darkness. Kokoma, Sho-san, the top of the cliff. There was a girl staring at the unconscious Sho. She had hidden herself in the trees of the forest earlier, and she just mumbled quietly with anxious eyes. I'm sorry. Those were words of apology. It was the only thing she could do. But of course, her whisper couldn't reach the sleeping Sho. The girl continued to stare at Sho for a while. Well, has he arrived safely? Yes. It's quite a hassle, even though I can prepare a replacement. The place where Sho and the others had been was completely different from this place, a dark room with no discernible location. A beautiful woman in a white lab coat, a woman named Myron, was standing there. As long as we can check your genes and your body at the nano level, there's no point in trying to switch you, Uncle. She was apparently having a conversation with her superiors. However, Myron's demeanor seemed to take them lightly, and there was no hint of nervousness or awe. You don't have to tell me that, I know that. What I'm saying is that since he is our representative, he should have the right to make that choice. Well, it can't be helped. We weren't even originally qualified to participate. Considering that, isn't this case a fortuitous one? Yes, it is. There's no point in being greedy. Besides, it's not like he's decided to join yet. I'd like you to be well aware of that again. That's true, but... Anyway, first of all, we have to get him to recognize the importance of the matter. May I leave it to you to do that? Young lady, no, Myron fam. After a beat or so, Myron nodded. Yes, Uncle Foxy. Myron, you are such a bitch. Myron laughed and cut the communication just as the shouting was about to become too much. You. Sho. You. Ugh. Sho. You. Ugh. Sho slowly opened his eyes and saw a girl standing in front of him. Apparently, she had come to wake him up. Oh, you're finally awake. I guess Sho is a real sleepyhead. Do. That's right, it's Durd, right? At that moment, the memory of before he fell asleep came back to him. The sight of Durd screaming and falling down the cliff, and someone who looked like Aaliyah. Whoa. What? What's going on? You scared the hell out of me. Durd jumped in disbelief, probably because Sho had suddenly started screaming. Durd just cocked her head and stared at him. Sho? What's wrong? Did you have a scary dream? Do you want me to give you a pat on the head? Yeah, a dream. Yes. You're sweating like crazy. Are you okay? Yeah, One. Durd came up to him and looked into his face with concern. After calming down a little, Sho realized that he was sweating all over and lightly wiped the sweat from his face with his arm and thought as his head began to cool down. Here, my tent. Yes, it's Sho's tent, right? Yes, it was inside Sho's tent. His soaking wet luggage was on the floor, and he seemed to be sleeping in the sleeping bag Minamata had given him. Then he realized. The girl in front of him with the innocent expression on her face was definitely Durd. And Dird's arm, which had been blown off last night, was definitely still there. It's the very same girl's arm, without a single scar and with a beautiful wheatish tan. I see. I'm glad. That was just a dream. Dird said, haha. The only thing Sho can do is to cover it up with a sorry. Oh, let's see. Sho. Oh, yeah, what? Well, glance. He noticed that Dird's cheeks had turned slightly red, and her gaze was wandering restlessly, occasionally turning towards Sho's lower body. Geez. Oh, I'm going to go catch some fish for breakfast. With a slight blush, Dird quickly ran off towards the ocean. Ugh, oh. Meanwhile, Sho, who had been caught watching his morning physiology, was just writhing around, trying to stifle his shame. Sho washed his face with water from the spring and stretched out in the morning sun. For breakfast that day, sashimi was served on a banana leaf, just like yesterday's lunch. Wow, Dird, you must really like sashimi. Sho likes it too, right? Well, yeah. Besides, sashimi is very light, so it's good to eat in the morning, right? Yeah. Moreover, Tada, this morning it comes with wasabi. Oh! Dird took out a shark skin grater and a stick of wasabi. Sho was impressed. He hadn't expected to see wasabi on this island. Did you pick that on this island? I've heard that wasabi needs cold and clean water to grow. Yeah. Look, over there on the mountainside where you can see the waterfall, right? That's the highest point on the island, and it's full of them. Wow. Did you pick them yourself? Yes, when I was there before. Haha, you're really active. And yes, let's eat this, Dird. Dird's eyes widened in surprise as he took out the fruit he had stored last night. What? Where did you get this? Did Sho pick it himself? No, actually, when Minamata-san came to visit yesterday, the cabbage that Minamata-san keeps gave it to me. What? Dichan and the others gave it to you? Dichan and the others only give things to people they like. Is that so? I mean, Dichan is. Those cabbage, was that their name? Yes, they're called D-chan, F-chan, K-chan, and M-chan. They're really smart. I tried to write M on her forehead with a magic marker, but she freaked out and hated me. And Palti gave me a hard time about it, saying, you can't abuse animals. She scolded me very harshly. Ha. Well, of course she's going to scold you. Especially M. She doesn't like being manipulated. While having such a peaceful conversation, he and Dird passed the time in the morning. All the while, she remained the innocent Dird of yesterday, never once transforming into the mysterious Dird he had seen that night. So Sho decided to believe that it was all just a dream. Hey Dird, speaking of which, where are Aaliyah and the others this morning? They're waiting for you at school. I'm in charge of picking up Sho today. So, you're on duty at the school? Yes, that's right. But more importantly, Sho, here you go. What? What is it? After breakfast, Sho was brushing his teeth with the travel toothbrush he had brought with him when Dird threw him a burlap sack. He hurriedly took it and looked at the contents, which included a set of school uniforms, a blazer, pants, and shirt. Oh! Are these for me? Yeah, I got it from Myron-sensei. We're all set now. From today, Sho will be our classmate too. What? Oh! I forgot that school starts today. I forgot all about it. What? You forgot? Ha. You're such an idiot, Sho. Yesterday was so crazy, I forgot about school. She was also holding a bag in her hand. Oh, is that Dird's uniform? Yes, it is. Then I'm going to change too, so let me borrow your tent for a bit. What? You're changing here? Yes. It's too much trouble to go back to the house. That's why I brought it. Then why didn't you just wear it at home? What? Because I was going to do the harpooning first thing in the morning, and I thought my uniform might get dirty. I see. Because of that, they were able to eat delicious sashimi, so there was nothing more Sho could say. Well then, I'll borrow it first. Saying that, Dird entered Sho's tent and closed the entrance. Oh, what should I do? I forgot my panties. Well, that's okay. I don't have to wear them. No, 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 no. What are you thinking? Sho almost complained, but kept it to himself. If he were to say to her face, "Of course you have to wear pants," she might treat him as a pervert. On the other hand, if you say, "It's okay if you don't wear pants, refreshing," you'll also be considered a pervert. As Sho was having a brainstorming session, the tent opened and Derd jumped out. "Sho, I'm back." Wow. She was wearing a really neat-looking sailor suit. The sight of Derd, who originally had a beautiful and delicate face, wrapped up in a uniform like this made her look like she could pass as a young lady from a good place if only she kept her mouth shut. You can't see the wild child that she usually is. And yet, now, under that skirt, gulp, Sho swallowed his breath at the strange thought, feeling a little daunted. What? What's wrong, Sho? Is there something wrong with my uniform? What? Oh, it's nothing like that. It looks good on you. Really? He thinks. Then Sho should get ready as soon as possible. Yeah. After brushing his teeth, Sho quickly changed into his uniform and left for school with Derd. So, the two of them went in the opposite direction from where they had walked yesterday. They walked through the wilderness on their way to school, crossing fields and mountains. It was a very strenuous walk to school. Wow, this is an amazing island. The bike Minamata gave me, it's going to be hard to use for school. Eventually, they reached an overlook with a lightly paved path. Oh, look, there it is, Sho. Derd pointed across the road, to the top of the hill. At the top of the hill sat 3 huge trees that seemed to have been planted to shelter them from the wind, and in front of them was an old wooden school building. At first glance, it looked like an abandoned school used in TV dramas, with its aged and historical appearance. Just then, a strong gust of wind blew, causing Derd's skirt to billow out, revealing her adorably shaped hips. Boo! Sho blurted out, and Derd complained, "It's so windy here," and glanced at Sho. Oh, Sho, did you see that? Huh? Oh, no, 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 I mean no. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Ugh, but we're even. You see, I was just on Sho's. Ugh. Sho's face heated up, and Derd's cheeks turned red as well. In the midst of the delicate atmosphere, both of them could not help but laugh at each other's embarrassment. As they continued, a voice greeted them as they approached the school. Oh, thank you for coming. The owner of the voice that greeted them so gently was Aaliyah and the others. Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. What are you doing there? Aaliyah glared at Derd, who ran up to her with her hands raised, and Apuesta and Palti couldn't hide their giggles. In the midst of all this, Sho's body stiffened reflexively when he saw Aaliyah's face. In his dream last night, Aaliyah was the one who blew off Derd's right arm with a mysterious ray of light. But that little bit of fear quickly faded as Aaliyah was smiling as she frolicked with Derd, and she didn't look like a bad girl at all. All right, Sho, let's get this on before we go into school. Huh? Palti. Palti approached him with a smile and a tie in her hand. Oh, I didn't know there was a necktie. Huh. I wasn't sure if Sho could tie a tie by himself, so I brought you one. I was actually trying to get Derd to remember. With this goofball, it doesn't matter how many times you try, you'll always end up with a hard knot in the end. Boo. It's just too hard. They all started laughing at Derd's smiling face. Palti put her hands around Sho's neck from the front and tied his tie. The sudden close proximity and the good scent of shampoo from her hair made Sho feel lightheaded and fidgety. Palti chuckled at the sight of Sho. Yes, that's fine. I'll teach you later. Slapping Sho lightly on the chest, Palti smiled. Uh-huh. Thanks, Palti. You're welcome. Sho, I'll show you to the principal's office first. Oh, yes. Please do. Sho and the others walked out, with Palti leading the way. Oh, by the way, Derd, did you feed Sho properly? Apuesta questioned, and Aaliyah connected the words with a smirk. You know, Derd, I bet you served him sashimi this morning, didn't you? Boo. Fine. Sho loves sashimi, and I made sure to add wasabi this morning. Right? Sho. Yes, it was delicious. Thanks, Dird. See, Sho was happy to see me, you know? Even in the morning, I woke him up. Sho could tell by the redness of Dird's face, but Aaliyah and the others seemed to be wondering why Dird had suddenly gone crazy. Well, I caught the fish, and after we ate, I gave him his school uniform, and we both got dressed, and I showed him the shortcut to school, and we walked to school like this. Right? Sho. Yeah. This time, Sho's face turned red because he had seen inside Dird's skirt on the way to school, and Sho's gaze flicked to Dird's skirt. It was only when Sho's gaze flicked to Dird's skirt, and Dird's cheeks flushed red from Sho's gaze, that Aaliyah and the others finally noticed. Hey, Dird, you can't be serious. Aaliyah moved first. Without any hesitation, she put her hand on Dird's skirt and looked inside. Sho averted his gaze in panic. I knew it. Hey Apuesta, Palti, this girl's not wearing panties again. What? Oh my god. No, I didn't do it on purpose. I was in a bathing suit and I forgot. You can't say you forgot, you idiot. I should have gone to wake Sho up if I had to do this. What an idiot. Don't be silly, Aaliyah's a big jerk. I don't need to be treated like an idiot by an idiot. Dird got teary-eyed after Aaliyah smacked her on the head, and Aaliyah crossed her arms with a snort. Oh, by the way, Dird, didn't you leave some spare panties at school for just such an occasion? Why don't you go put them on now? Oh, I see. Sho, come with me. I'll lend you my panties and we'll wear matching ones. You're not even close to being an idiot, Dird. Wow, Aaliyah, why are you mad at me? Sho, let's go. Oh my god, you're totally right. Let's leave the two of them alone, Sho. Yes. Sho was taken to the school building by Apuesta and Palti, who looked dumbfounded. Starting today, this will be Sho's new school.